Hi. I just wanted to pop on and see what I have to say today. So I'm gonna breathe and then we'll get into it. Something about spring makes us energized. Spring brings renewal to us. We feel it with the earth. And we have to remember to honor Mother Earth because she energizes us. She gives us the things that we need. She supplies life. And it's important to be grateful and have gratitude and express that gratitude. When it rains and your vegetable garden grows, just say thank you. When the wind blows and the bees pollinate all the flowers, just say thank you. It's as easy as that. Just say thank you. And it feels silly at first. When you first start just saying thank you aloud, you feel like you're saying it for nothing. But as you continue and you do it more often, it will become more sincere. You will mean it. And while we're on the topic of saying things that we mean, it's another important thing is to tell yourself that you love yourself. In the mornings, just say that you love yourself. Tell yourself, I love you. And at first, it will feel silly. But after a while, it will be natural. And at first, you won't mean it. At first, it will feel like you're lying. And then, over time, you will discover that you do love yourself and that you're not lying. And it will become more natural to say it. It's important that we say these things to ourselves. It's important that we express gratitude for not only the earth and the things that we receive, but just expressing gratitude for ourselves. If you got up today and it was hard, congratulate yourself. Tell yourself, good job. Because gratitude will bring you a long way. If you hold a grateful heart, you hold a light heart, a balanced heart. And when it is weighed against the feather, it will be equal. Because you paid mind to the fact that you need to thank the universe and thank yourself just for being here. Thank yourself for this adventure, this journey. Because you chose to go on this journey. We all did. And it's about learning. That's all. It's just about learning. Learning to be a good human. And learning to be grateful and learning to express that gratitude and mean it. We're here to learn lots of other things. We're here to collect wisdom. And collecting wisdom is really the only goal. You should just be collecting as much wisdom as you can. Because wisdom is the only thing that you can take with you when you go. It stays with you. Because once your conscience knows something, it can't be unknown. And the soul carries those memories. And memories can be strange. I have memories that are not my own. And I believe they are ancestral memories. And they kind of add a layer of wisdom to the things that I know. And memories do that. Memories are what we learn from the past. Because the past was what has already happened was a lesson. And every lesson carries a seed of light. And that seed of light is meant to be planted and grown. You are meant to grow. When you don't grow and you're stuck, you don't go anywhere. You just stay in the present moment of who you are in that moment. You don't become anything. You just remain the same. And we're supposed to be changing. We're not here to just stay the same. We're here to evolve, to become better. And that's what every species is doing, evolving to become better. And we do that by learning. We do that by collecting our wisdom and allowing that wisdom to shape who we are. Because you are shaped by everything that you know. You're shaped by everything that you've been through. And you are shaped by everything that you will go through. And I've talked about trials in the past. But the trials that we face are just the hard moments in life. And the hard moments in life are meant to be conquered. You are meant to find what is good in that moment. And you might not find it in the moment. And that's okay. You might find it a month later, might find it 6 years later, but you'll find it if you're looking for it. Because in that trial, the seed of light is the good thing that came out of the bad. And there's always something good that comes out of the bad. Always. Because those bad moments, the trials, are what push us to become a different person. And we can allow it to shape us in a negative way and become more negative, or we can allow it to shape us in a positive way and become more positive. It's up to you on how you view each lesson. That's up to you. It is your responsibility to decide that the moment has something good. And it's your responsibility to grow through that. It's really the only responsibility you have is to grow. Truly, in this life, it's just to grow. Yes, we have obligations that apply to our societal standards. We have jobs and we have bills. And we have to pay those things and do those things. But you can still evolve through all of that. You can still grow and become a better person through all of the things that you have to do. And even though those are responsibilities, remember that your greatest responsibility is to grow. And if something is not allowing you to grow, release it. Because if it's keeping you stuck, it's not for you. If something is keeping you stuck, it's letting you know that something is not quite right. It's letting you know that you need to look deeper. Not harder, just deeper. Because when we look really hard for the lesson, and we put a lot of effort into trying to find it, we don't find it. We just have to stay open to the light. And as we grow, those epiphanies will happen. Those moments where you realize that you have grown, or you realize that something made you grow. And growth happens over time. You don't notice it right away. You won't notice it for a few months, a year, 2. It just depends on your pace. And when you do notice it, be able to look back and say, I have become better. I have changed. I am better now. And it's okay to say those things. It's not being egotistical. It's being grateful that you have evolved and that you have grown. And realizing you've grown allows room for more growth. Because if you have the momentum from growing the first time and you realize that it happened sort of naturally, you have less, I want to say, animosity about the next time. The next time you face a trial, you might not be as anxious. You might not be as stressed. It might not bother you as much, and you may be able to think through it instead of reacting. Because when we react, we get nothing. When you react to a situation, you are allowing your emotions to control you. But if you can stay neutral, stay calm, and think and process, you will get through the moment easier. And thinking and processing is really hard when things are stressful. When there's a lot going on, or there's something loud happening, or you've been through something stressful, it all adds up. And it gets frustrating. It can be frustrating because when things are getting you down, you feel like you're not growing and there's nowhere to go. But sometimes you have to be pulled down. Sometimes you take a few steps back in order to take a few more forward. And there's nothing wrong with taking a few steps back. If you fall down the ladder, just get back up. You don't have to sit there and wallow. You don't have to complain. You don't have to cry that you fell down. Just get back up. Stand up and fight. Because you're the only one who can fight for yourself. Others can try to fight for you, but you have to fight your own battles. Nobody else can do it for you. Others can help. Others can offer support. But nobody can fight your battles for you. Sorry, my nose is so itchy from these allergies. The pollen is starting pretty badly. My car was actually like dusted in yellow the other day. So that's fun. But we must be grateful for the pollen. Because without it, we don't have the flowers, we don't have the trees, we don't have any of the plants. And without the plants, we cannot live. We need the earth just as much as the earth needs us. And you might think that the earth doesn't need us, but every living being on this planet is necessary. We all play a part. And yes, some people are playing a part in destroying the earth. But there are enough of us that are protecting it and cultivating it that it balances out. The higher ups want you to believe that everything is falling apart, the world is dying. They keep you in that scarcity mindset. There's no food, there's low water. They tell us all these things. And it's simply not. It may be in areas, like in cities, where there's a lot of population. Things can be scarce in the cities. But if you look at the world as a whole, it's not. There's no scarcity. The earth produces everything it needs and everything we need. And we're not gonna just use it up. We're not. That doesn't even make sense. That we just use it up. The sun comes up every day. It rains. It snows. The wind blows. The trees get their leaves. The grass grows. The water replenishes itself. Comes up through the earth. They can't tell us that the earth isn't providing. Because it is. But it is important that we try to protect it. Because those people that are harming it are bringing a negative energy to the earth. And by protecting the earth, by doing things like gardening and planting trees and planting flower beds for butterflies, and all these things are positive. And the positive outweighs the negative. So the more people that are doing positive things for the earth, the less the impact of the people who are doing the negative. Because everything balances out. Energy balances out. Well, I think I've run out of things to say today. But thanks for watching.